Okay, so I'm revisiting Matt's kitchen because we just got in a fantastic cool box today. The new G-3S gimbal. And what it is a gimbal for an RX100. And we're actually preferring the generation 2, so an RX100 2 rather than the 3, because apparently from what I read on the internet, it's better for video. But I don't know that for sure, so let's crack this open gently and see how that works. Here we go. And here's the box. So we have, you can see the picture of the gimbal. On the other side, here's all the information. There is enough bullet points for reading for a couple of hours. It supports the RX100 camera with video auxiliary output, so it has HDMI. It has voltage compensation, so you can fly at different powers, and it has, you can customize the starting angle, and you can use either precision mode or rate mode for your operation. Anyway, total weight without camera is 340 grams. And we came up with a while ago that basically the gimbal with the camera is about 350 or 650 grams. So inside here is the user manual. It's surprisingly thick for something coming from Walkera, so we're going to put that down. Here's the gimbal, get rid of the foam. And up here is a Walkera style mounting rail. They have included this with this kit so that you can actually put this on another aircraft. It doesn't have to be Walkera. You could use this on your Align, or you could use it on any aircraft that can carry 650 grams. So knowing that, and it also, I like that it comes with, you can see there's 3 different Allen wrenches in here right now. So all the tools required to install this is included in the kit. What else do we find? Okay, that looks like a top mounting bracket of sorts. I'm not gonna crack it open. And what do we got here? Oh, nice. In here is the pitch roll video out, and you can see right there, here is the HDMI cable, very thin, very small one. You can see it right there. The other end of the HDMI is right there. So that is the camera cable that's made specifically to connect your camera to the gimbal. So let's get the gimbal out of here. Ooh, this is really nice. Put the box over there. Wow, look at this really intricate design up here. So this is a compression. So when I pull up on this, it compresses the dampers. So it's a compression dampening, and usually I find compression dampening is the best. Back here you can see the control board, which is pretty much, it looks like you could plug it directly into a Tally or something similar. Here is now the tray for the camera. We have the IMU down here, and this also has an HDMI input right here on top. So that means that's where you plug in the video cable from the camera. It's got a really nice bearing out on the side right here. I don't know if you can see that. There's a nice bearing, and then there's a great pitch motor over here. So this looks like, in all ways, manner, shape, and forms, it looks like a beefed up G3D gimbal. Just that it has an HDMI. It's about a $380 gimbal. So for the money, it's really a great deal, because the cheapest high-end gimbal I know about is the $1,200 Align gimbal. And that one I haven't been so impressed with, but I know Matt knows how to tune these like crazy. So this should be easy to set up, and on top it has, usually you can see kind of the green in there. That is what centers it. Now, this one, notice this? It stops there, so it has limits. And the roll also has a limit switch, but I'm not really feeling a limit switch on the yaw. So you want to be kind of careful with it, because what's stopping it is the cables, the wires from up here. So that's what's stopping it from going around. So don't torque it. But that's basically the gimbal here. It's 340 grams plus the camera that makes it 650 grams ready to fly, basically. And now you may ask, why are we wanting to fly a smaller gimbal? Well, the answer kind of is sitting on my desk right here. This is a GP300 gimbal. Let's take a look at it. It's a lot heavier. This is almost 2 kilograms or 2,000 grams with a GH3 camera, and I don't have a full lens on it right now, but this flies a GH3 camera. Because of the weight, it has double bearings down here and flies everything here, and the controller sits here. And it has a quick connect, which is pretty solid so that you can put it on a handheld system. It's a great gimbal, but the problem with an enormous gimbal like this is it's big. You need an enormous aircraft to carry it. And here is similar, a gimbal that could carry an RX100 and probably also an, what was that called? LX100 camera would probably fit in this tray, meaning you could, in a much more compact setup, you can still shoot 1080 or 4K video. So this is a really sweet little gimbal. I like it. I haven't flown it, so that's obviously going to be the next thing we're going to try to sort out. Put that gimbal down. Always try to treat your gimbals with some gentleness and respect, because otherwise, and here, the last thing I'm going to show you here is up on top here, this has the same track as you see when you put a gimbal on a tally. So let's try that. Right there. And the gimbal fits, and I already tested the height before. It fits and can sit on the ground under a stock X4. They're coming out with the X8 that has longer legs, and that'll be much better for this. But this will literally mount underneath. I wouldn't try to fly it with the X4. Maybe with a smaller battery on a tally, but the X8, the Scout X8 coming out will be quite perfect for this gimbal. And of course you could also put this gimbal on something like any other large, like a Turret, or anything that can actually carry 650 grams. So that's it. That's the new, and I have really been wanting to see that, the new gimbal for the RX100. As soon as the RX100 comes in, we are going to do a test flight, put it together, and get it up flying, and we'll get you all some video so you can see what this actually looks like and what the video results are like. But I like the way it's built. It's clean. This looks well designed. Somebody was thinking about how to do this when they did it. There's a screw hole right down here. It's a very simple tray right here. The camera just drops right in, fasten the screw, and connect the HDMI cable. And up here on the side, they actually have a video out. They call it data. And the video out cable then fits into a TX5803 box from Walkera so that you're ready to downlink video. I usually use an immersion RC 600 milliwatts, which requires you to modify the cable. But without modifying the cable, you can simply plug the TX5803 straight into this. So that's the new gimbal, the Sony RX100 gimbal from Walkera. And I gotta tell you, this is a pretty cool looking gimbal. I really want to take this for a flight on my Align 480, because the Align should be able to pick this up like easiest thing on earth. So there it is. Stay tuned for more videos, and I'll try to get this thing flying and tell you how it works.